Has the pendulum swung too far in favor of landlords and property investors in the current housing policies? Are renters' rights adequately protected? Today, we delve into a topic that has been gaining momentum: the Renters' Bill of Rights. In a landmark move, Canada and the United States have concurrently announced the introduction of a Renters' Bill of Rights, signaling a significant shift in housing policies that could reverberate globally. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and the Biden administration in the US have both unveiled plans for these rights, which astonishingly mirror each other in terms of content and policy aims. Canada's initiative aims to establish a framework to ensure fair treatment and protection for renters. This move is seen as a response to the increasing cost of living and the disproportionate amount of income renters have to allocate towards housing. The Canadian Renters' Bill of Rights is expected to address these issues head-on, potentially setting a new standard for tenant rights in North America. Meanwhile, the United States is echoing Canada's efforts. The Biden administration has laid out a blueprint for its own Renters' Bill of Rights. The administration's plan is to safeguard tenants from unfair rent hikes, evictions, and substandard living conditions. This initiative reflects a broader recognition of the challenges renters face in today's economic climate, where many are burdened with unaffordable housing costs. Across the pond, Scotland is taking a radical approach by proposing to implement some of the most comprehensive rent controls in the world. The Scottish government's plans include capping rent increases and potentially setting these caps as low as 0%, which would significantly impact landlords' ability to adjust rents in line with rising costs. These sweeping changes have profound implications for property owners and investors, who may find themselves navigating a drastically altered landscape. The emphasis on tenant rights and rent controls could lead to a decrease in rental income growth potential and may deter investment in rental properties. Critics argue that such measures could lead to reduced housing quality and availability, as landlords may be less inclined to invest in maintenance and improvements. The introduction of Renters' Bills of Rights in Canada, the US, and potentially other countries signifies a significant shift towards prioritizing tenant protections over landlord profits. While these measures are likely to be popular among renters, they raise concerns about the long-term impact on the housing market, investment incentives, and property rights. As we wrap up, we've seen that the Renters' Bill of Rights in Canada and the US aims to protect tenants from unfair rent hikes, evictions, and substandard living conditions. Scotland, on the other hand, is pushing for even more stringent rent control measures. These changes could have a significant impact on property owners and investors, potentially affecting rental income growth and investment in rental properties. Yet, the future of housing seems to be leaning towards a more balanced approach between tenant protection and landlord rights. And so, the global conversation around housing continues to evolve. Monitoring the implementation and effects of these policies will be crucial. The balance between protecting tenants and ensuring a healthy, vibrant housing market is delicate, and the outcomes of these initiatives will likely shape the future of housing for years to come.